Yo, hello there. What's up, guys? And in today's video, you guys have asked me a lot of questions, and I'm going to be answering these questions.
Okay, the first question is, what motivated or pushed you to start a podcast?
Okay, so what motivated me and pushed me to start a podcast was that a lot of YouTubers such as Ali Abdal and a lot of celebrities such as Joe Rogan have their own podcast, and a lot of the guests they have provided a lot of educational information and shared their experience as well. So what I was thinking is that I have lots of friends and lots of people I know who have lots of life experience as well as a lot of knowledge to share. So I thought that it would be beneficial if I shared this information with the viewers.
Okay, second question. Are there any benefits to making a YouTube channel or podcast?
Okay, so personally, I started the YouTube channel with the intention of making some sort of passive income as well as increasing my confidence. And what I realized is that YouTube, it provides a lot of personal benefits, such as you are more willing to express yourself, you're willing to be more outgoing, and you're willing to get into communication with others, right? I made a lot of friends by trying to run this YouTube channel as well as grow it on a wide variety of platforms. Actually, I've made friends on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube that are actually skilled, that have lots of experience and knowledge, and people who I can actually genuinely relate to, right? And this, I think, is one of the greatest benefits of running a YouTube channel. I mean, you can earn a lot of passive income as well, but I think what makes the whole YouTube experience something to look forward to is that you're constantly forming new connections and forming new networks, as well as learning how to provide what people actually want.
Okay, third question. Is your niche really just personal finance?
Okay, so that's a very good question, actually. So initially, I started the YouTube channel with the whole purpose of speaking about personal finance. I mean, there are a lot of YouTubers like Graham Stephan, then you have Jake Tran, and even Magnus Media who talk about startups and personal finance as well as a lot of mini documentaries. But I ended up realizing that this niche is overly saturated and it's not something really what excites me or interests me. But then I've come to realize that there are a lot of other niches which are somewhat related to this, so I can talk about this to some extent indirectly. And in my previous video, I have discussed that this niche is automation. If I talk about automation and AI, it's already something I look forward to, and it's something I wish to see a professional career in, or something I wish to at least at the very minimum professionalize in. So if you automate, there are a lot of tasks when you seek for financial independence, which are very repetitive, where you have to do the same thing over and over again, and it really wastes your time and gets on your nerve, right? So if you automate those tasks, you can focus on the more important and more complex tasks. So forward going from now, I'll be speaking about personal finance with respect to automation and AI.
Okay. What are the easiest ways to make money online?
So I have already discussed this a lot of times, even though I made like 10 videos up to now. I've discussed this in almost virtually all of my videos. There is no easy way out. There is no get rich easy, but there is get rich quick. So it's like, if you want to get rich, yeah, it is possible to get rich quick, but you have to be bold and you have to take a considerable amount of risk. But as for get rich easy, there's no really any possible ways to get rich easy.
Okay, this is a controversial one. What's your opinion on Andrew Tate?
I mean, my opinion on Andrew Tate is that he provides opinions on a lot of topics. He provides topics on family and about social values and morals. He also provides his opinions on the whole career culture as well as on financial independence. I think from Andrew Tate, there is a lot to learn and there's a lot of things you can reject. And I personally think he is a very experienced person with respect to public relations, and he knows his audience very well, right? He knows who to target and he knows who are the indispensable people. So he focuses on those he wants as his audience, and he virtually craps on those he doesn't really like or he doesn't really want as his audience. And he, to some extent, gives credit to every single one of his audience.
Okay, this other question is, What's your favorite anime?
Okay, so this is actually an extremely hard question, right? But what I will answer is there are two animes that have been extremely influential for me. Like they completely shape the way I see the world and they shape the way I think. And the first one is Code Geass. Before watching Code Geass, I was not really that much of an ambitious person, and I really didn't have this sort of ability or desire to think extremely deeply or plan anything out. But after watching Code Geass, I realized that planning is extremely essential, and there is a level of entertainment in planning as well. And when you plan something and everything goes according to the way you have written it down, and the feeling of satisfaction you get when you see the execution of the thing you plan go perfectly fine. And the second anime that has been much more instrumental in the way I think and I approach the world is Naruto. I mean, a lot of people tend to shit on Naruto for its shitty plot, but I'll give it credit for the mentality it imbues into you, right? So Naruto, he starts out as an orphan, as an unfortunate kid who is abhorred by the society and is disliked by everybody around him. But despite his lack of facilities or lack of power, he has been able to achieve his dreams with pure determination and has been able to change the way people see him.
Okay. Next question. What do you think of Elon Musk?
Elon Musk, he's gay.
Okay, the other question is, what is the biggest obstacle you face with achieving success?
Okay, so this is another really hard-hitting question, right? So there are mainly two things. Of course, there are a lot of other things that get in my way, right? But these are the two primary things that get in my way. Number one, a lot of repetitive tasks. You have to do the same thing over and over again. And this is what inspired me to get into automation. And in the past few weeks, I have delegated a lot of tasks to codes and as applications, and they've made life a lot easier. And the second thing, I think this is much more important, is the thing about environment and network, right? I am not really in the right environment where I am allowed to work in whatever I'm passionate about and whatever I think personally benefits me, right? And I'm forced to work behind things that don't really interest me and doesn't really give me the feeling of accomplishment. And then you have the network. I don't really have the right form of people around me. And that's the reason why I'm friends with guys like Mubashir and Manaf, as well as Akib. These guys, they are genuinely the right people to be around. When you sit around them, you feel an inherent value in every single sentence you speak. And as days go by, I seek to expand my network, and I wish to befriend a lot of experienced and skilled people, as well as people with very high ambitions, as well as noble ambitions that want to seek further in life.
Okay. The other question is, what is your opinion on Qatar hosting the World Cup?
Okay, so this is actually a very diverse topic to speak about, and I've actually written an entire script down, and I'm planning on making a mini documentary on the whole issue of the World Cup in Qatar and the exaggeration of the Western media about the domestic problems. So if you guys want to hear out and watch the documentary, please like, subscribe to the channel and join our official Discord server. You can give your own opinions as well so that I can add to the video.
The other question, what's your opinion on the education system?
Okay, my opinion on the education is that a lot of entrepreneurs and personal finance gurus tend to shit on the education system. And I think it's extremely unfair because in a society, you can't really expect everybody to be a businessman or an entrepreneur, right? So like if in a society where everybody is a trader, it's definitely going to be dysfunctional, right? And I think that most people aren't really cut out to be entrepreneurs. Most people are definitely going to fail, and most people don't really have the power of will or the dedication to become financially independent through entrepreneurism or through running businesses. And in my opinion, I think that the education system is not the best of things. It's not completely perfect, right? But it does serve the purpose it's supposed to serve.
Okay. This question is kind of funny, but can I have your autograph?
I mean, sure, here's your autograph. Here. Yeah, everywhere is just my autograph.
Okay, the other question. How do you plan to grow your YouTube?
Okay, the way I plan to grow my YouTube, actually, I haven't really thought about it much, but I did put some level of thought into this. So what I plan to do to grow my YouTube is to foster a community around my channel, right? So I am not just going to be addressing automation and AI, I'm actually going to be talking about a wide variety of things. I'm going to be doing experiments as well. And I don't really want my channel to be something individual centered around me either. It's supposed to be a community, right? And that's why I kept the name of the channel as Pennybeard. As in, there is a Pennybeard Pirates, there is a crew, join the Discord server and to be a part of the crew.
Okay, for the last question. What team do you support for the World Cup?
Definitely not France.
That's it. That's the last question. Do you have anything to say, Pennybeard?
Well, I wish you guys asked me, you guys asked me a lot of questions, right? But you guys never asked me how I'm doing. I love you guys. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.